Alright, everybody. I haven't even had the time to go over all the videos that I'm hearing about last night. I actually went to bed early for once, and look what happens. So, I'm gonna start off with this website. It's called, if you can see it at the top, right there for you. It deals with Masonry and Eastern stars and how Satanistic and Masonry incest deals with families. This is just one little article that I'm going to read real quick, and then I'm going to go right into why I'm showing you this. It says, "My mother dealt with that, so I can only say that you for being brave enough to join here and say it aloud. I know how terrifying just speaking the words can be. I don't have any experience with that. But if there's anything that watching her and my own recovery has taught me, it's just not to judge yourself for what you experienced. These things were done to you. You are not responsible for that they happened, and thus you are not responsible for that you remember them as they are. You don't need to edit or fix or make your memories and your feelings about..." Sorry, I have a cracked phone, so I'm trying to read through these lines. Okay. "For that you remember as they are. You don't need to edit or fix or make your memories and your feelings about them make more sense. That kind of abuse doesn't connect with any other normal part of reality. So our feelings about the events that happened don't need to be or feel normal either. Trust yourself and love yourself, and remember that you is not defined by the abuse. You may suffer from its effects terribly, but you pre-existed it, existed through it, and exist now, even if that doesn't seem to make sense either." So, what brought me onto this website was, I saw somewhere that Kanika's boyfriend was a guy named Birdie, and from my understanding, he recently just got out of prison. But I also saw a video, I'm not too sure on whose site, but that they might have possibly been cousins, and that's what brought me to this website, to try to link the Satanistic and Masonry abuse into the family when it deals with incest, which I know we've heard things back and forth, but I was trying to confirm if anybody knows if they were really cousins, because I heard at one point that Kanika was actually pregnant by this guy. I also heard that Shamaya is now dating him. So this right here is, from my understanding, a guy named Jermaine, and I'm going to show you his profile picture first, right here. Now, this is Jermaine Trey from the Jerk Gang, and in his cover photo, from the tattoos on his face, because in his actual picture right here, he doesn't have tattoos on his face, I'm assuming this is Birdie. From what I've been told, this Jermaine guy wanted him dead. So we're going to go back to here. Jermaine 9 Trey, as in 9 Trey Gangsta. This is a blood gang sign. As you can see, he's making it right there. So my assumption is that if this guy wanted Birdie dead and Birdie was in prison, what are the possibilities that they killed Kanika instead? I'm going to go through these one more time so you can get your screenshots. And then we're going to move on to a couple other things. I'm not going to make it too long. I have to try to find a dentist. I also saw a couple things on a couple other posts. This guy right here in the khaki pants, I don't know if he's a cop or what he is, or if this is just new footage, or if this is actually Robin Kerr. His head looks a little bit bigger, but like I said, they've messed with the footage and the photos so many times that it doesn't surprise me that they look a little bit different. Then I saw this. So, is Gray Hughes Robin Kerr? That's my next question. And if he is he a police officer? Because I was under the impression that he was a STEM doctor based out of the UK. And these are just some other photos that are basically saying that this Robin Kerr is in a gang. I will be back with you later as soon as I can get a hold of Kate. Our internets weren't cooperating last night, so that's why I didn't end up being on her show. But this guy, this Napoleon Dynamite looking creep, I'm not saying he's guilty, but right here he doesn't have that child that he had when he was walking through the lobby. Does anybody know who he is? But I want to point out something that Sherry Schreiner didn't point out when she made this video. Now you see his outfit. He has on a green t-shirt and a navy jacket, same boots, same pants. Okay? This is probably an hour to 2 hours after he leaves this bar down here, after whatever he did with this little child, which I'm not understanding how someone can walk through a hotel with what I'm imagining was a little African-American girl and nobody turned an eye. Now, I'm not saying that that wasn't his daughter. I'm not saying it's not his niece or anything like that, but it just, you can't tell me he doesn't look creepy. Especially with everything we've heard going on in these hotels. Now, this is the back of him walking to the bar, and this is the front of him coming out of the bar, probably within an hour to 2 hours. Now, before that, he's right here with this little girl. Notice how his clothes are different? He has on a jean jacket and looks like a jean shirt underneath. Let me go back real quick so you can see the outfits are different. So why did he change? Unless these are separate days. But from what I'm understanding, they're not. Sorry, my dog's being a pain in the ass right now. Ouch! My next thing is I'm not gonna go into Melissa Rhodes until I talk to Kate and until she talks to Kate. Like I said, I haven't even watched Gina's video yet to be able to determine what's going on with that. If these people can clear their names, then let them clear their names. But I'm not 100% convinced yet. I just wanted to show you right here, gender, female. So, Melissa Rhodes is not a transvestite. I will also show you a picture This is another picture that I got from some lobby footage. Like I said, it's a different outfit. It's not the pink sweatshirt. It even looks like different glasses, maybe. It's kind of blurred. And right here is this chick who I'm thinking is the younger version on the profile picture that I showed you. That was Yesenia Garcia. Now, manager or not, this chick looks way too young to be a manager. So, back to my other video of the other Yasina, who actually works for the Chicago Tribune. Why did the profile change, and why is this girl's profile on Facebook gone now? That's my next question. So, I'm going to show you this right here, and then we're going to go back here just to prove that that is not a transgender. Now, let me make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I'm going to explain here real quick. The one video that I had done where on October 3rd, Melissa Rhodes had an email from a Beverly chick stating that her family was involved in these sex prostitution rings or whatever it was, and blah, blah, blah. Now, last night when I read Beverly's email, if that's her real name, because if it was me, I wouldn't put my real name out there, she said nothing about her family being involved in this, and that's what strikes me as odd. If she was involved in that, she wouldn't be as freaked out as she was, because she would already know that what was revolved around it. And I don't believe by her email that I read that she knew anything about that. And she was terrified. Like she said, she stayed in her house since May from this gang stalking. Another thing that I'd like to point out is when Zach TV had the interview with the two boys, I think one of them is PZ. I'm not too sure what the other guy's name was. Did anybody notice that when he was asking them questions, they stated this could happen in Texas? Why would they say that? Because Jordan Bilbo hadn't even died yet. Did anybody catch that? So these are some things that I'm going to give you to research while I go do my research and actually try to find a dentist, because I ate a Mentos this morning and the rest of my tooth fell off. So I have to go deal with that, and I will get a hold of Kate and try to figure out what's going on for tonight, and I will be back here with you soon. So everybody have a good day, and justice for Kanika.